So my name's Jimmy Garcia, and I guess pre-COVID, I have an event and catering company. During COVID, I still have an event and catering company, but we don't do so many events. So we've launched a donate to dinner campaign, which is basically just a way of addressing the issue at the moment of lots of vulnerable people with not enough food to eat. And at the same time, we're kind of looking at the moment at just restructuring our business a little bit to kind of survive over the next year and have us in a strong position.
For 26, 27 years, I've been working in people development, team building, leadership, all of that kind of stuff. And, you know, you reduce people's resources and they have two ways of retaliating or responding to that. One is to go, oh my God, well, we haven't got enough resources to be creative. And the other one is, oh, crikey, that's interesting. So we don't have XYZ in order to deliver whatever it is we need to deliver. How else can we do it? What happened to you when you first heard that this was going to happen?
And all of our events kind of quickly got wiped off the board pretty much that day. And then there's talk about the UK and London going into lockdown. And then, you know, that was a very sobering Monday morning, kind of started to crumble around me a little bit, just because what do you do when everything, you know, when 1 minute you're turning over £5 million and the next minute everything has just been wiped off and you've still got some of your overheads. It's a pretty horrible situation, really. And then I just thought, it was like, right, we can't do anything at the moment. There is talk about food banks running out of money. At that point, there was all the panic shopping and all that stuff going on. And so we were like, right, well, how can we solve a problem? Okay, and that's to be honest what we started with. And the first problem was, let's do an initiative to help people who are vulnerable, because actually, like at the same time as I've got chefs, I've got kitchens, I've got all these things that are, you know, are overheads that we can either kind of bleed out on those overheads, you know, or we can try and do something positive and reach out to some of our network that can afford to potentially donate £3 a meal and redistribute that wealth. And so we came with the donate to dinner campaign. All right, okay, so what about our pop-up fans, if you like, the people who come to our pop-ups and our pop-up restaurants and bits like that. And we're like, how can we facilitate them? And so obviously we looked in the fridge and we're like, oh God, we've got a lot of cured meat, we've got a lot of wine, let's box it up, you know, and let's almost put our event concept, you know, we've got loads of fondue pots, we've got loads of cheese, we've got barbecues. So we're like, right, let's put these bits into a box and just test the water with our mailing list. And it just was a lot more popular, I think, than any of us realised.
You see a limitation as an opportunity, which I think is really exciting. One of the conversations we've had has been with a woman from F1 who's done exactly the same as you. What are we going to do with the stuff that we've got that makes some difference?
I think if we get this offering really, really right, I think it'll exist after lockdown as well. I think people still want to have party experiences at home, still want all that stuff. So we're incredibly grateful for the people who are supporting us, because not everybody at the moment can afford to support us. So there's that. And I think what we're trying to do we're bringing our restaurant experience. So we're bringing the same good food and the same quirky experiences, but bringing them to people's doors in the hope of connecting people. And actually that's what we have always wanted to do.
But there is something quite extraordinary that's happening inside organizations like yours, and there are not many, that I think is quite thrilling and game-changing for the future. Just thank you for making a time when you're obviously busy and you've got a lot going on in your life. Really grateful. Thank you.
No, honestly, thank you. And it's been an absolute pleasure. And I really hope, it's just nice to speak to people who are very encouraging about what we're doing as well.